What's up, everybody? Old School NYC Gamer back once again here with another video, and today this is going to be a very special unboxing and gameplay of a title that I got recently, and it's really awesome. I wanted to talk to you more about it. So, long story short, when I was over at Classic Gaming Expo 2K12, I saw a very interesting game that I had to do some gameplay footage of. Now, sadly, as if you've been watching my channel, a lot of that stuff got lost while within the trip. But when I spoke to this one individual, he was kind enough to take my information down, and he actually sent me a copy of this game, and I'm to this day shocked. It took a couple months prior to me speaking with him, and now that we're in the holiday season, I have a little bit of free time to do this. So I do apologize, William. Thank you so much for sending me this. Now, William works for a company called Electronite, as you can see right there. They're a company from Canada who puts out Intellivision Homebrew games. So I may have already spilled the beans on what game this might be. To save time, I also just cut off, the tape holding the box, but I didn't open it yet. I do know what's in here, but a lot of you do not know what this is. So let's open it up, people. And as we can see right here, had to pack it really good. And by the dead giveaway there, people. And as you can see, this is D2K Arcade for the Intellivision. Now, if you've seen some of the arcade version of this, they ported the arcade version to the Intellivision. And of course, this is a homebrew, not an official release. But I did play quite a bit of this at CGE 2K12, and I was just dumbfounded on how the graphics are, the sound quality. It's really, really awesome, people. And this is sealed. Now, I would love to keep this sealed, but I did give William my word that I was going to do this video, and of course, here it is right now. So we're going to show you some of the back here. And as you remember, for a lot of you enthusiasts back in the day with the Intellivision, you remember this used to be the little gingerbread man. That's always been the running joke. And, the gameplay wasn't too bad, but, this is vastly improved compared to the, original Intellivision release back in the day. Now, of course, you can play 1 or 2 players on this. This has 5 new levels based on D2K Jumpman Returns, as I said before. Of course, you have the Twisted Girders, if you remember that. Of course, the mixer in the pie factory, the refinery, so on and so forth. And even, as you can see here with the Eliminator, only appearing on level 3. This is Donkey Kong's final attempt to eliminate you. Don't be afraid to be afraid of the blue fire. It won't hurt you, unlike everything else. So yeah, this game was programmed by Carl Mueller Jr. and this came out in 2012. So let's open this, people. And I'm gonna have to be very, very careful because, of course, you only do this once on camera and not screw it up by using a box cutter. So, whoop, sorry about that little malfunction, people. Let me just fix this real quick. Going to find the easiest way to open this without damaging the box. Ah, there we go, people. Still all nice and shiny and glossy and no cuts. So we'll take a look at the box itself here. We'll open it up. And as you can see, it did not just include 1, but 2 overlays for this. And they're like uber super mint. Like, he did say there were a couple of defects, but honestly, from looking at the box, you really cannot tell. And of course, as you can see here, this comes with the instruction manual, a nice full front color. And this is a full color manual, people. Like, wow. Like, I am in shock. So you can see here, how to play the game. It's very self-explanatory. You could actually pick 3 characters too, people. Of course, here when you start up, that is the startup screen right there. But when you choose a character, you have a choice of 3. Now, of course, you can play as Mario, Tony, which they didn't want to use Luigi for the, I guess, the naming rights, and as Bruno. But of course, you see here, it's very self-explanatory. Tony's a little faster. He's able to leap a little farther than his brothers with the nimbleness to extend his jumping while smashing with the hammer. And Bruno, of course, you know, you could see right there, they at least added that third version of it, which is actually pretty cool. Now, of course, you could play, you know, 2 different versions of the game. Now, this is the one thing I did want to bring up, people. There's a certain sound in here, because, of course, when you played the original Donkey Kong, you have 3 codes, as you can see right there. You know, she could say help during the intro after each screen. I mean, there's always, like, you know, 3 different versions of this. You know, they did tell me, of course, you can see it with the instructions right there, you have to do this while, you know, just right before you hear it. And yeah, I mean, this is like, they really went all out on getting the, just getting the manual this good. I mean, I definitely do got to give William, as you can see right there, he was the producer of this game, and William and Carl, like, major props for this. This is really awesome. And of course, the cartridge itself, as you can see right there, this is absolute minty mint condition. So there you go, people. Now, since I'm going to be filming this on my old television, the quality is going to change slightly a bit. I'm going to be testing it with this camera here, my other camera, but if all else fails, people, we're going to have to use the trusty iPhone. Now, of course, the reason why is it won't give me that flicker and scan bar lines across the screen, but I'm going to test both my HD cameras for this. And, you know, as soon as we cut, you'll see which camera I'll be using, and hope you guys and gals enjoy the gameplay, and we will be right back. So before we get into this gameplay here, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank Intellivision Dude once again for hooking me up with the replacement controllers for my Intellivision 2. If it wasn't for you, dude, this video would not be possible. Just remember that. So as we start off D2K Arcade, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to let you hear some of the music and the credits, and we'll get into some of that gameplay, so let's check it out. And of course, as you turn on the game, you get that quick little couple of seconds of the Electronite logo there for the startup. And I do gotta warn you, there will be some sound issues here and there with the game. Now, I know this has to do with either my Intellivision 2 or my LCD TV. And of course, I do want to thank William Moeller once again for hooking me up with a copy of this for all of you to check this out. Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, you got your selections. You can pick 1 or 2 players. So, of course, you can pick Mario, which is the main character. Tony, which would be aka Luigi, but due to, I guess, naming rights, they couldn't do it. And lastly, you have Bruno. But since this is going to be an original kind of a thing, I want to pick Mario. And of course, you can't pick Game 1 or Game 2. Game 1 is the original arcade with the 4 screens, and that includes the Pie Factory. I don't know how far I'll get in this game. I will honestly try as much gameplay as possible to show you, you know, the graphics of this game and how the gameplay is. So let's check it out, people. Now, I have practiced a bit, and I can still tell you I am not the best player, so I really will try my best here, everybody, to get some of the gameplay here, as you can see right there. So this is definitely going to be some trial and error on the edits, so just if you see why the score is jumping up and down, you're going to know why.
course, I do believe this would have been the 4th stage if you played Donkey Kong. So quote me if I'm wrong here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, the farther you get in this game, the hell of a lot harder it's going to be. So this is just a preview of Game 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to get to Game 2. Oh, and this is the infamous Pie Factory, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see right here. And it's definitely hard as balls. I do have to admit though, the hit detection is actually pretty good on this, and that was another thing I wanted to add to this video. And don't fall in the fire either. Note to self. Well, that definitely was worth the dozen or so times you saw me die in this video just to show you the Pie Factory stage. But yeah, people, that's the gist of D2K Arcade. I'm just going to stop right here because this is getting very painfully long within the video. But yeah, this is definitely the game you should check out if you are an Intellivision collector, especially if you're into homebrews. I do recommend this game. I highly do recommend it. Very challenging. If you're one of those players that are into challenging games, this is it. If you are probably going to rage quit too early, pass on this. But for a old school gamer like me who enjoys this kind of a franchise, I definitely do recommend this game. And once again, thank you to Carl and William for definitely sending me a copy of this. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to leave all the information down at the bottom there, so definitely grab a copy of this when you can. And they also do have other titles for the Intellivision that you should check out. And that's about it, people. Thank you once again for watching. I hope this video was definitely worth watching as I put all this time into it. And definitely check me out on Facebook and Twitter for the updates. And that's about it, people. Have a great one. Thank you very much and take care. Cheers.